Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you about this movie I just saw called No Escape. And this came out in 2020. It's about a social media influencer and his friends find themselves in over their heads in Moscow as the search for quality online content brings them to a sinister world. And this was filmed in the Netherlands. Oh my gosh, this movie is a horror thriller. This guy, Cole Turner, has like 12.6 million followers, and he is along with his five of them all together. So his closest friends and his girl. So he was at the point where he had so much film and content that I guess he ran out of ideas. So he started asking his followers for suggestions. So this was just a crazy movie that is one that you're going to have to watch again. So he ends up on this plane with his friends and he has no idea what they're doing. So that was mistake number one. And his friend named Dash was the one that set up this thing with this guy named Alexei. Now they were going to Russia. So they didn't know the language or anything in Russia. So they end up telling Cole that they were going to an escape room. And he's like, what? We've done that before. And, they're like, not like this. So they're promising him that it's going to be an exciting, intense time. This guy, Alexei, he is filthy, filthy rich. So he is going to be their their host when they get there. So they go through, they get to the airport and the friend Dash was being silly trying to film what was behind the baggage rack, that the ramp that goes around, and his phone comes out and he's gone. So the Russian police end up having him. So Alexei comes in and the Russian police are so scared looking. And I was mad that we didn't know what, they were saying. They didn't have it in subtitles, what they were saying in Russian. So we had no idea. So it's kind of like they pulled you in as an audience into the movie as well. Of course, Cole is filming this the whole time. So that's why I'm saying, like, this is a social media influencer's cautionary tale, cautionary nightmare, if you will. So they get out of that situation. Then so his girl, I can't remember which scene came first. Like I said, I have to watch it again. But his girl wants to have her to himself, without all the cameras and stuff. So they went to this restaurant. He had a driver, and the driver gives him this $100 in Russian money because he said they don't take credit there. So he had it rolled up, and on this paper was a code. And he's like, what is this? Type of thing. So I don't know if it was the first night that they got there, but they went to this club and they said, oh, this is so awesome. So Cole had some fans there. So he's taking pictures with these twins, and his girl and another girl are getting like harassed by these Russian dudes. So his best friend was like, dude, look at what's going on. So he's trying to end up saving his girl, and the Russian guys are like, you're dead. And then Alexei comes in and his bodyguards come in, and then it seems like it's all squashed. Well, then comes when they get to this escape room, and they had put these black bags or sacks over their heads, so I guess they didn't know where they were going. So each of them wakes up in this like cell thing, set up in all these contraptions, and Cole, he's the one that has to get everybody out, but there's like this dead body So I'm assuming it was a real dead body that he had to dig the key out of to get out of the room that he was in. So, his friends are strapped in an electric chair and strapped on the walls where they're about to be pulled apart. One friend has like these spikes that are about to go in his eyes. So he had to figure out, and his girl is in this container that's filling up with water. So he has to figure out how to get them all out. And Alexi is over the microphone, teasing them, and then they don't hear him anymore. So they finally get to the room where, the filming would be done, and Alexi is gone. Nobody's there. There's blood on the walls. So they bust out of there. Then the Russian guys that was at the club and said, "You're dead." So they were held by guns by them. And so they dumped them in vans. And basically, they had their Russian version of social media where it was a lot more graphic and people were paying to see them get killed, ripped apart. They picked what weapon they had to use. So Cole is going through it, okay? He's trying to save his friends. He saw his one friend get killed. Then he saw another friend getting sawed, parts of him getting sawed. And so he has a code in his pocket that he forgot about. So he, punched in the code and the door opened, and he saw the driver, and he said, "You need to take my car. They're going to get you." So Cole's hiding, and, so he's like going to get in the car, but he was like, thinking, I can't leave my friends, so he goes back in there and he finds his best friend, and his best friend's like, "I can't see. I'm blinded." So, they're hiding around there. People are looking for them to kill them. And he ends up, I guess, getting killed. They didn't really show that part. But, Cole ends up getting out of there. Okay. Let me go back. So he ends up seeing his girl. His girl was the last one to get killed, right? So he had this gun, and so the man's like, "Are you going to be faster than me?" So he's trying to put bullets in the gun, and he misses, or he hits the guy, or he misses, and his girl is dead. So Cole gets out of there, and he sees Alexi. That's all he sees. And Alexi's like, "How does it feel to lose everything?" So Cole just goes off and starts beating him, punching him in the face, punching him, till he's like a bloody pup. And then all of a sudden, all these lights come on, and all his friends that he thought were dead, they all appeared. Okay, and with all the actors that played a part in this whole thing. Then his phone, or Alexi's phone, was like blowing up with Cole's followers. Like, "Oh my God, did we just witness a murder?" And man, like, I was totally like upset about the end of that. But it just had me thinking about what social media influencers go through, especially the daredevil social media influencers that try to get all this exciting content. And now, it ended, but then they started showing clips of how they were trying to trick him. Like, they were trying to set this whole thing up. Like, "Oh my gosh, he's never going to figure this out, and we're going to get him good." And I'm like, man, what kind of friends? I was like, that was not smart. That was not smart at all. So now Cole is probably going to go to jail for the rest of his life. And then his friends are going to feel guilty for setting this whole thing up. Like, that's why I said this is a cautionary tale. Everybody that's a social media influencer should watch this. Like it was graphic, but it turned out that it wasn't real. So it just makes you wonder how far people will go through to get followers and likes and subscribers. So this is really getting me to think. This film was originally titled Follow Me, which I think they should have kept it as Follow Me, because there are several movies with the name of No Escape. This was on Hulu. Like I said, it was 2020, and it had me interested because I feel like I'm a social media influencer, but I'm not extreme social media influencer that wants to do all these pranks and things like that. Traveling, if I wasn't scared of flying, that would be something I would like to take the peoples to see, different parts of the world. But child, escape room. Then they're gonna have Escape Room 2 that's coming out this summer, I believe. And I'm not sure if I want to see that because Escape Room 1 was good, but the ending sucked. So I hate when the endings suck. That just bothers me so much. So if you guys ever seen No Escape, comment down below and let me know what you think about this. If not, go just look it up. I'm sure people have more reviews on YouTube about this whole situation. I was just like, what kind of friends? You should never go to that extreme to get likes and followers, which made me really think about, how I get caught up in my likes and my views and things like that. So this really will bring you back to normal and humble you out.